Hello, my Cancer friends. This is Karen with Karmic One Tarot, here to do your February 2019 general reading. Please check your moon and also rising signs for additional messages. We have the Seven of Pentacles as your first card out. I do shuffle off camera too, just so you know this is not the only shuffle that you've had. So, what are you waiting on? What is it that you are waiting to have come to fruition? So, let's see. The Ace of Wands, been out a lot today. Queen of Swords. So, new idea that you're waiting to whack somebody over the head with. Probably not, okay? But, you know, it might feel that way with the Queen of Swords. She is not very subtle, okay? And she doesn't do fools well, and this involves your stability. So you know what? You may be whacking somebody over the head with a new idea. You may be telling them, this is the way it's going to be, and that's what I need from my stability, my security. That's what you're waiting on. But anyway, Queen of Swords, you know, these are head over heart decisions. This Four of Wands is your stability, is your home, is your happy, you know, usually it's the Feast card, but I'm just looking here in this deck, it feels like it's very barren. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got three cards. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, so working really hard on something. We've got the Five of Cups, a little bit of reflection, perhaps some regret. And the Five of Pentacles, two fives near each other. So, you know what? This is an emotional situation that you're feeling left out of. Maybe that's why you're going to whack somebody over the head. All right, I have to stop saying that. I'm sorry. I don't mean it that way. I just, Cancer, you never know. You guys are saner than that, though, I'm sure. Okay, too many cards. Let's get one more card for my Cancer friends. February 2019. You're waiting on somebody to have a spark of genius. Okay, one card, please. One card for my Cancer friends. Is that it? That's the one. And it is the High Priestess. So your intuition is going to be key this month. It's going to be about a little bit of mystery. It's going to be about perhaps getting some help from someone else here with our Queen of, our Six of Pentacles. This is about, you know, someone helping you, being generous. Maybe you're being generous. Maybe someone's being generous. Maybe you're waiting for somebody to bring this new idea to fruition so that it would give you that generosity that you need to keep your home stable, to keep your work life in a good position so you don't reflect on what you've lost, your lack. What do we got here? Sorry, hold on one second. I just want to get this glare out of here. One second. Oh, that's better. Thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate it. All right, back to what we were doing. So the Seven of Pentacles, what are you waiting on? Let's see. Seven of Pentacles. What are we waiting on? What are my Cancer friends waiting on? Seven of Pentacles. Now, you know, the moons have been very, very strong. And you as a water sign, Cancer, are very, very well affected by the eclipses, the moons, all of that. So just bear that in mind. Try to keep your equilibrium these next few months, especially with these 0-degree full moons, okay? But you are waiting to balance out something that felt better before. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me see. There may be something involving some children. Maybe there are children upsetting the balance of things, and you're waiting for that to settle out. But, you know, the Six of Cups is also about the past and, you know, remembering things fondly. Perhaps you're weighing out, you know, which way to go based on what happened in the past or something about the past. Tell me what is going on with the Five of Pentacles. Actually, you know what? What are we working on with the Eight of Pentacles? What are we working on for my Cancer friends? Thank you. The Moon and the King of Cups. Okay, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio would be you. And the Moon, as I was saying, the Moon affects you very, very deeply. Okay, the Moon is mysterious, just as the High Priestess is. It can illuminate things, it can cloud things, it can confuse things. Excuse me. the moon, you're represented in this card as the crab here. Actually, it looks more like a lobster to me on this card, but, essentially the same thing, the crustacean, the crab. So, this could be you really coming into your element where you're working during the moon period. Really, maybe it's you that's helping. Maybe it's you that's being generous. The King of Cups is that helper energy. He's usually an older person. Doesn't have to be male or female, but usually an older person that is very kind and nurturing and willing to lend an ear, a hand, a leg up, however you need to put it. But he is going to help you with the sun. Okay, the sun card is here. It's going to bring you, it's a decision. Let's see. Eight of Pentacles in the moon. Again, I really feel that this portion about it is work. Or maybe it's something that you've been working on. So let's see. Something you're feeling left out of. I think it's a work situation here that's going to turn around, but it's going to be a decision. It's going to turn around to the point where it feels good again, and you're going back and forth saying, I've worked so hard on this and I've waited so long. Can I really make this decision to maybe move on? Okay, because there is reflection and feeling left out here. You've got a new idea that you're going to make a decision about. So I don't think that you're going to be, I think this decision that you have to make is going to change your path, change your trajectory. We've got the Knight of Swords coming in very quickly. So be careful what you say. The Aquarius, Libra, Gemini vibe is high here with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So just keep that in mind, my Cancer friends. If there's someone like that involved in your life, then someone of that persuasion, air sign, then watch what they say to you. Sometimes they charge in with with a lot of thoughts on their minds, and they speak without thinking, and that sometimes causes a little bit of upset that might disturb this decision-making process here. So just keep that in mind. On the other hand, it might be you doing the same thing, charging in, speaking without thinking, that, causes reflection and feeling left out in some other people. So what are we left out of with the Five of Pentacles? What are we left out of, my Cancer friends? The King of Pentacles. Okay, so there's an earth sign, possibly, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, that might be feeling left out. Or maybe you're feeling left out of the abundance. The King of Pentacles is all about abundance and, feeling very satisfied. Okay, look at him. He is there sitting on his throne, surrounded by all of these riches and delicacies and wealth and representation. This cycle is coming to a close. You're feeling left out of the abundance, and that is coming to a close. You're ending this chapter. So tell me, what are we reflecting on here with the Five of Cups for my Cancer friends? Who's going to be generous with them? The Five of Cups. Yeah, the Five of Cups. Family, you're reflecting on how good you might have had it in the past and wishing for it again, okay? This is the family life, okay? Family life, generational wealth, could also mean an inheritance. I don't know. Has something happened that you're going to get an inheritance? So you're reflecting on it? I don't think so. I think you're looking back at what was a much happier time here, and you're weighing that out with what you're doing now and what you're waiting for. Saying, you know what? Hey, is it possible that I could get back to where I was? Okay, the moon, the sun, something's coming to light, and it's going to change things dramatically. It's going to help you make the decision that you need to make, my Cancer friends. Something's coming to light. So what is the spark here? What is the new idea? What is the Ace of Wands here for? It's going to be a conversation. It might not feel so hot. Okay? I don't know. Maybe it's a come to Jesus. And I say that tongue in cheek. Okay? So please don't tell me how I was offending religions. Please, I don't mean it that way. Okay? The Ace of Wands is a new idea that's going to come to you through some sort of phone call that maybe, is a little bit gossipy, is a little bit chatty, is a little bit, perhaps doesn't feel good, a little bit cutting, okay? It's going to be a battle that you've won. You're going to have this conversation. You're going to say, okay, fine, I survived that. Now what? Now what? You put your idea into place. You take charge of it with the Queen of Swords, and you cut everybody else out. Because ultimately, this is about your security, not anybody else's. Okay, this lack period, this feeling left out, wishing for better times, wishing that you had this family situation of past, you know, it's finished. It's finished. It's time for you. Well, tell me why. Okay. I was just going to say, tell me why the Ace of Wands is here. And here it is. It's finished. Okay, this is your time. And what is next? Our Queen of Swords. So these two cards have come out on the two cards that are here. So that's a definitive message for me. It's time to put your idea into action. It's time to, you know, take whatever advice you get, whatever this message is with the Page of Swords from this Aquarius, Libra, Gemini person perhaps. Okay, take it. Perhaps you've won the battle, and it's time for you to put your new idea, your new thoughts, your new ideas into play and make this decision to move forward. So tell me, why is our Queen of Swords here, please? Why is our Queen of Swords here for our Cancer friends? Queen of Swords for our Cancer friends. Is that their energy? Is it someone else? Here we go. Yeah, the Queen of Swords is feeling left out. What are we feeling left out of? We're feeling left out of the abundance. It's time to make the decision to end this cycle. Queen of Swords. Why is our Queen of Swords here, please? Queen of Swords for our Cancer friends. Okay, so it's stop looking backward, okay? Put some distance between you and whatever was in the past. You know, this may have been a wonderful situation in the past that you're reflecting on, but you know what? It is no longer. It's time for you to create your own abundance. It's time for you to create your own security. And you know how to do it here with the High Priestess. The Wheel of Fortune is turning for you. So, you know, if you don't feel like you can make this decision yet, don't worry. The Wheel of Fortune is going to put it right in front of you where you're more or less going to be forced to make it. But the question is it going to be a situation where you have to make a snap decision, which I set up here with the Queen of Swords? So I think it is. I think you're going to put it off long enough that, you know, you have to make a decision. Why is the High Priestess here, please? Why is the High Priestess here for our Cancer friends? February 2019. Yeah, it's been a struggle. You know, I think you know exactly what it is you need to do. Your intuition is already telling you what you need to do. The struggle is over. This cycle of lack and reflection is over. It's time for you to move forward. Anything further on the High Priestess? What do we... Okay. It's time to move forward. Put the burden down. Go towards your future. You know exactly what it is. Cancer, you know what your future is. Go for it. Okay? Come to terms with it. Balance it out. Okay? The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. The High Priestess. Ooh, excuse me. The Hierophant. Okay? So the Four of Wands is all about that happy home, happy life. You know, in many other decks, it's depicted as the feast card. Everybody dancing underneath the arbor. Here, it's barren. It's empty. It just, I don't know if this means that you are looking for more of a commitment, and that's the snap decision that you're going to be making. You're feeling left out of that family situation. Perhaps it's, you know, there's a partner in here that isn't coming across with what you need. Okay? I don't know if that's the case. The Hierophant is a card of faith, so I think you have a lot of faith that this is going to happen for you, but it hasn't happened yet. If you're feeling a lack with someone, perhaps this Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, perhaps this Queen of Swords, it's going to be a situation that comes to a close. If you're feeling a lack in that situation, it's going to come to a close. So, you know, perhaps at one point you thought that there was a commitment, a vow, a contract. It's going to be time for you to make a choice, my friends. That's the Gemini card, too. So it's going to be time for you to make a choice. What's the Four of Wands about for my Cancer friends? The Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's going to come down to a choice. Choice between what? Commitment or love. Okay, you want to keep your happy home? It's commitment or love. Okay, I don't know that you can have both. I'm sorry to say that. It might just be that this is the partnership between the commitment and the love. So I truly wish you the best, my Cancer friends. Please let me know how that plays out. Let me get you a spirit message guide card. Spirit message for my Cancer friends. Okay, Serenity. Let's read that. Serenity. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. Okay, so perhaps you're sitting here reflecting on a family situation that used to be, wishing that you had it back or wishing that you could have something like that, waiting for the past to balance out. But really you have to be satisfied in your own four walls, satisfied with, with what's in your heart, satisfied with, the way things are, or make a move to change them with this Ace of Wands, okay? This new idea to change things, that conversation that maybe doesn't feel good, but ultimately the decision is going to be for your best interest, what is best for you, the Ace of Wands, what your new idea is. My Cancer friends, I truly wish you happiness in February, and I will see you again mid-month. Thank you.